In our today's special report, we wonder whether we have white elephants. The government has in the past years built health centers in various sub-counties. Now, in the budget speech read last week, the government also allocated money for more health centers. However, some commentators are saying there's more need for equipment in these health centers and hospitals. New Vision TV brings you the discussion.
I'm looking at page 30, where the following interventions will be prioritized. Functionality of lower level health facilities by providing additional resources for operations and upgrading 124 health center 2s to health center 3s. Streamline health referral system to reduce pressure on super specialized Mulago National Referral Hospital. Construct staff houses and maternity wards in 81 health centers. Improve supply of medicines and health supplies and strengthen controls of more efficient drug management across the country. Improve human resources for health by training local health professionals and strengthening village health teams. 2.6 trillion is going to be spent in the sector. Comments: there is also food fortification, national nutritional education, train and support small-scale millers, and revise the National Nutrition Action Plan. So, you have, yes, Sise, shoot, it's right there.
Actually, I was looking at Roman numeral 1, where they're saying improve the functionality of lower health facilities by providing additional resources for this. But functionality doesn't go in isolation with staffing. Most health facilities actually do not have sufficient staff. That's why you realize that doctor-patient ratio, and at times we talk of stock out, theft of drugs. You find that and at times the people who are at these health centers, most of them are actually, a majority of them are not well trained. When you go up country, you realize that actually for midwives, at times you're going to get a local person who's just going to come and sit in, because at times the in charge or whatever is away attending workshops and something like that. So this, I think, to me, much as we're improving the functionality, it shouldn't only be about upgrading. I think staffing in these health facilities is very, very important.
What does upgrading actually mean?
Well, we don't know. You might talk of upgrading, and maybe you're putting injecting in more either machines, and also because, you may upgrade, and there are, when you look at the requirements, there are particular staff that are supposed to be in particular health centers. If it is a 2, if it is a 3, it is a 1, you're going to find that as they keep upgrading, even the services offered keep on upgrading. But are the personnel there? I think for me that is what is very, very important.
Let me come to, in some I'll come back to that point, but I want to also touch the question of safe water and sanitation. And Olive, I want you to say something so that the people in your village hear you. They're talking about sewage treatment plants, rehabilitation of water facilities, piped water, and environmentally friendly waterborne toilet facilities, and strengthen operation and maintenance of water facilities in collaboration with water user communities is 1.1 trillion shillings.
These are all very important, but we all know that if you give someone a toilet functioning based on water, when they do not know how to use it, it is as good as useless. So I think it is key that they also include sensitization in all this. Okay. The piped water system is useless if people cannot use it. So there should be massive sensitization to come along with this. And then about undertaking a countrywide rehabilitation of the water facilities, tanks and all that, they should do this, but they should ensure that the things they are putting up are sustainable.
Right.
Countrywide.
When we make investments like this, are we investing in capacity in the local areas to maintain? You go and dig your borehole in Nakapiripirit, and there is a single person in Nakapiripirit who can maintain a borehole. Just simple mechanics to keep it running. So, yes, Patrick.
Thank you, Robert. The last time I interacted with the water sector, I found that every water user point has a water user committee. And mostly, water user committee chairpersons are women, because they are the women who are in the business of fetching water and children. But when I look at the Sensitization, to me, linking it with education, would look at preserving what we already have. I've looked at this, I don't see harvesting the already existing water, because the water that falls from people's roofs is wasted. If we would say that every health center that has roofs on different structures have facilities for collecting that water for both underground and surface tanks, then we shall minimize the cost of construction, unless we want to say that those who are in the business of constructing boreholes and others are going to have bigger investment opportunities to put them. But if we want to leverage the resources to put them where they belong, then we need to start with harvesting the existing water, because if we do that, we can spend about 2 years without thinking of digging around or sinking boreholes.
I think we need to think a bit more about water and the environment in particular. Part of the problems we are facing with the harsh weather, the late rains, I mean, everything is coming from the fact that we've cut down our trees. So if government can put a bit more emphasis on water, environment, and a bit more money and resources and skill, I think even and political will. The Kavera was banned, I think three or four budgets away, years ago, but nothing has been done. Nothing has been done really. We are still using it. It was interesting flying through Rwanda, and as we got into the airport, somebody said, if you've got Kavera in your bags, please get them out because you'll not be allowed into the country. And I was there thinking to myself, I didn't say, but I was thinking to myself, well, in Uganda we'll go through with the Kavera, nothing will happen. So I think somebody needs to really do something about that, and of course everybody, but also government.